Hi and welcome to English 0365, week 5, July 1st to the 7th. Can you believe that this is the last week we have of classes? Please note that this Thursday, July 4th, there are no classes at the college, so I've made sure that you do not have any assignments due on Thursday. Of course, you have some the rest of the week, but not Thursday. Also, I want to point out that there's a mistake in the syllabus itself. Chapter 10th, it says that it's due Monday, April 23rd. Of course, that date is wrong. The assignment is due on Wednesday, July 3rd. That's always the second part, the second chapter that is always due on a Wednesday, so there's no exception this time. So I apologize for the error. The next item I wanted to point out is the idea of writing summaries and paraphrases. I've noticed that some of you continue having problems with this concept, so I've added a new help here. Let me show you. If we go here to the folders, you will notice one that says writing summaries and paraphrases July 1st through the 13th. So click there and then you will see that this is what it has. So it's called writing summaries and paraphrases, and it's giving you information on how to do it. One of the main things I want to point out is that if you do not write in your own words, you're going to be considered to be committing plagiarism, which can be a very serious offense. I think I had mentioned this before, but I want to mention it again. Make sure you understand very well what the text is. Put it away, don't have it next to you, and then you're going to be able to do it much better. If you're summarizing, you just want to include only the main important information. But when you paraphrase, you do not delete any information, you just write it in your own words using your own style. So here's an example of a paraphrase, and here is an example of summary. Let me see, where's the summary? So yeah, there's information about the summary and information about the paraphrase. And so it's giving you 6 steps for effective paraphrasing. It's giving you an original passage, a legitimate paraphrase, and a legitimate summary, and a plagiarized version. So please make sure that you read this information carefully. Oh, I want to mention just briefly the midterm. I will post comments with the correct responses tomorrow. You didn't do too badly in the midterm as a general rule. Some of you did better than others. Some of the main problems I saw: not enough annotations, not important annotations. Tomorrow I'm going to put an example of what an annotated text should look like. Some of the outlines were missing, some were not clear, some of the answers were a little bit ambiguous, just not enough clear. One thing I want to point out, it was not in the midterm, but it will be in the final, is how do you evaluate a source? They're going to ask you, how do you know that this article is valid? And how? Well, you need to make sure that you check the author and you check the credentials. So if you have any questions, please stop by during my office hours if you like to see me, and if you would like to review the test, you are certainly welcome to do that. If you have any questions, you can also call me on the phone or send me an email. Another reminder is the PowerPoints from the book. I can't emphasize how important it is that you go to the PowerPoints from the book. Again, if you look here at the folders, you're going to see PowerPoints from the main book. Go to the right one, and that's going to show you. It's going to be like a lecture. You open your main book and you use the PowerPoint to follow the lecture. Another thing I wanted to point out is this one that says study help. That is where all the answers are for each chapter. So right now I have opened up to chapter 8. The only ones that are not open are chapters 9 and 10. So make sure that you go and check your answers. I always put the answers after we have finished the chapter. I wanted to give you some information about quiz number 3. It's going to be a long quiz. Why a long quiz? Well, because I want to make sure that you have enough practice for the final. This quiz has two parts. The first part is you're going to be annotating and you're going to be outlining the text. I want you to scan that and send it to me. Please send it by the deadline that I have indicated. And then the second part, please make sure that you make a paper copy of the test so that you have it in front of you. So when you're taking the quiz, you can refer to the reading. So copy the text to answer the questions. If you go to the quizzes folder, you're going to see here that it says quiz number 3, text part 1. And then the second one, and this one is going to be due by Friday. And then the second one, quiz number 3 part 2, that's going to be due by Sunday. So make sure you do what it says here. Please print this text so you can answer the questions, and please make sure that you also scan it. So I think that I have written all the information here. Annotate and highlight the text, and I've said what is the best way to do it. And then organize the information by creating a map or an outline. I hope that that's going to be a very good practice for you when you're taking the final exam. This week we're almost done with Tuesdays by Maury. Please notice that there are wrong page numbers to read this week in the syllabus. So if you go to Tuesdays by Maury, you will see the actual pages that you have to read. So let me go here to Tuesdays by Maury so you can see it. So here it is. So you're going to open Tuesdays by Maury, and you're going to see that you have to read pages 152 to pages 192. It's due on Friday, July 5th. And then the other thing that I also want you to notice is that I have put the final book report here. That one is going to be due on Monday, July 8th, and that is worth 100 points. So all of the other Tuesdays by Maury, they were worth 20 points each, but this one is worth 100 points. So make sure that you answer the questions carefully. Here are the instructions. So if I open it here, you will see that it has all the instructions that you need. The final report is due on Monday, July 8th, and then I have also said how many sorry here. Okay, I'm sorry here. I have also told you exactly how to do it. So you have 3 questions that you need to complete. You can read those questions yourself. Please make sure that you answer the questions exactly like I have asked you here. One more thing that I'm asking you to do is the class evaluation for this class. Please do it this week. You need to go to the main My Lone Star, look for evaluations, and then what I would like you to do is please send me an email letting me know when you have completed the evaluation. If you send me that email, I'm going to give you 10 bonus points. Of course, I will not be able to see your name, and I will not be able to see the evaluation after the course has finished. But when you send me the email and you tell me you've done it, I will give you the points, and I will trust that you have done it. Of course, I will have to match the number of students who tell me they have completed with the total number of evaluations that I have. Finally, I want to tell you about the final exam. Also, please send me an email letting me know about where you're going to take the final exam. Please make sure that you dedicate 2 hours to the final exam. It's going to have the exact same format as quiz number 3 and as the midterm, so you should be completely familiar with it. The one thing I want to finally say is that I want to thank you for your participation in this class. I think that I have had a really good class. Most of you have done everything on time, and I have really appreciated having you in class. If you would like to send any comments, please do so. I'm going to post later this week um, a short sheet where I'm going to ask you to complete so that you can give any advice to future students about this course. Again, thanks for participating and have a great week, and make sure you ask any questions you might have.